Hey guys, this video is the first one of my new series where I reviewed the anime I watched over the past month. I'll be breaking it down into categories and giving my overall opinion and sometimes a recommendation. So for the month of August I watched 3 different anime. The first one is actually seasons 2 and 3 of Haikyuu. I'm going to group them together because it'd be a little silly to talk about them separately. The second one is Sakamoto desu, and the final one is Monster. So to start off with Haikyuu, I actually had no intentions of watching this one, but my friend who doesn't watch a lot of anime recommended it to me, saying how much she loved it, so I knew it had to be something special, and it really was. So for the storyline, I give it a 10. I don't even really like the sports genre, but throughout this anime I was excited. The intense moments at the end of each episode got my heart pumping and ready to watch a new one. As a short summary, this anime is about a volleyball team's dream to get to nationals and the path they take to hopefully achieve that goal. Honestly, it was the perfect mixture of gameplay, flashbacks, and banter between teammates. And the third season is actually only one game of volleyball, which I thought was a really cool way to do a season. It was 10 episodes long, and I can't really talk about it much without spoiling anything, but it was one game. So for the characters, it's another 10. All of the characters are very unique and mesh together well for that cheesy go team feeling. The characters are definitely the best part of the anime. The comedy they bring to the game and the scenes are hilarious. For the art and music, I give it an 8. To be quite honest, I generally don't notice if music is good, so I guess that doesn't really matter much to me. The art, however, is my least favorite part of this anime. I'm just not that big of a fan of it. It does work for the overall feel of the anime, which is why it still gets an 8. My overall impression of the anime is a 10. There's nothing to complain about here. I found it entertaining throughout and would definitely recommend this anime to anyone, even if you're not a fan of the genre like me. The second anime I watched was Sakamoto desu. This is something I decided to watch as a break from Monster just because they're completely different. So Sakamoto desu is a school comedy anime similar in feel to Nichiju. I don't know if any of you have seen that one before. And what I mean by that is that there isn't really a storyline until the last episode. Every episode before then is just the antics that Sakamoto and his classmates get into. Everything is ridiculously exaggerated and unbelievable, but that's what makes it so funny. Characters get an 8. They complement Sakamoto very well and enable the whole Sakamoto can do no wrong concept. They seem to just follow along with whatever he gets into and don't really question it, which makes it a lot funnier. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of character development, but I guess that kind of goes along with the whole genre of ridiculousness. Like, there isn't really a way for there to be much character development in this type of show, especially with only 12 episodes. The art is very well done. I give it a 9, and this is one anime where I actually have an opinion on the music. This opening is one of my favorites. The music and animations work so well together. Like, I have never skipped this one, and usually a lot of openings, they just bore me, so I skip them, but this is one where I had to watch every single one. Overall enjoyment, I give this anime a 9. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it made me laugh several times because it was so lighthearted. I won't spoil anything, but the final episode made me tearful, so I researched what it could have meant at the end, and everything up to that point kind of fell into place. It was definitely a huge bomb dropped. I recommend this anime to anyone who just wants some mindless fun. The final anime I watched was Monster. So after seeing the high score on my anime list and how everyone raves about it being a complete thriller masterpiece, it's been sitting in my plan to watch for a while and honestly did not disappoint. So Monster starts off by following the life and career of a doctor, Dr. Tenma, who is eventually put in a situation in which he has to either follow the order of his superior at the hospital and switch his surgery to save the mayor of the town, or follow his beliefs and operate on the original patient, a young boy. Deciding to operate on the boy, Dr. Tenma saves his life and incidentally starts a chain of events leading to the murders of people around him. The storyline is very well done. There are characters brought in that eventually link up to the main story, and the information that each one brings leads us closer to solving the mystery behind Monster. But at the same time, when you think you understand what's going on, there's a sudden twist and the story goes in another direction, so I give the storyline a 10. The characters also get a 10. The complex personalities and relationships and characters found in Monster are abundant. You find yourself getting attached to even the more minor characters very quickly. Also, you feel strong emotions in whatever you're supposed to be feeling, so all the characters that you're supposed to despise, you literally hate them. and any of the ones that you feel pity to, you can feel your heart aching. The art and music is not my favorite, but it still gets an 8 because it does well to complement the seriousness of the main character and the storylines. It's very simple and realistic. Overall, I give this anime a 10. While at some point the storyline progressed very, very slowly, I was already entrapped in the lives of the characters that I had to keep going. There were also a lot of parts where I had to watch about 6 or 7 episodes in order to not have a huge cliffhanger looming in my mind. So, as for the ending, you'll either hate it or feel at ease. It leaves many questions unanswered and yet at the same time tie up any major loose ends. Personally, I didn't need to know more than what they showed at the end. Sometimes things are better left unsaid. Well, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to recommend an anime for me to watch during the month of September, and I'll see you next month.